Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, RV extraordinaire, coming today from Beckley's Camping Center here in Thurmont, Maryland, to talk to you about 2019. Imagine, now this is the 280 Bunkhouse. Made a little bit of changes, a little different than the 2800 Bunkhouse of last year. For more information on this camper or anything else, by all means just reach out to me. My contact information as well as the specifications for this trailer will be listed below this video. But let's get on to this camper. Of course, the front is very much like last year. Power tongue jack, 20-pound tanks, battery goes behind it. This is 32 foot in length. You're going to be about 6,600 pounds of dry weight. You have the molded fiberglass cap with the rock guard below it. And of course, you can see the LED lights in the molded cap there. So this is the front. Now, one thing I like about what they have done on the side is the fact, of course, it's the same as last year, but this door, you really only need one hand to actually open it if you're holding something. And then, of course, the massive storage. This is 47 cubic feet of storage, the largest in the industry. They do a heck of a job. It's more like a raised rail chassis, kind of like in a fifth wheel. But let me show you inside here. So you can see how massive the storage is. You don't have that bump up like you normally do in travel trailers. It's going to have lights on either side. Now these are sensor lights, so you're able to set it for sensor. Once it senses motion, it will come on. And then this is your little switch for the LED lights up in the front. Now over here, this is where you're going to have your outside shower. This is for your battery disconnect. So what it'll do is when you're not using it, you can disconnect it. Now it shuts off your battery power, all 12-volt power. Now you're not draining your battery. When you're hooked in to city water, you use it for city water, or while you're connected, let's say you're going to be going on another trip and you're going to be doing some dry docking, you can just turn this lever, fill your fresh water tank, and you're off and running. Also underneath here, of course, you have 110 outlet. In the event that you're putting a satellite dish and you want to go ahead and stream it inside, not that I don't know many people that actually do that, but you can take and put the satellite dish, you can go to the living room and the bedroom and put the boxes on the inside. So that is the inside here. So looking underneath, you're going to notice that it is enclosed, and of course it's going to be heated. You're going to have one gray tank here. This will be for the kitchen, and the pull is right back here. And then of course your others are going to be in the back because obviously you have a rear bathroom. And you're going to have stabilizers on all four corners. So the back side, this is where you're going to notice you have a spare tire. Your connection, now this is a 50 amp coach, meaning you can have two ACs in here if you wish to. Of course, you have the ladder to get up in the roof. You want to do some sunbathing. You want to get up there, check your roof, wash your roof, sweep off your slide top or what when you're done camping. That's all accessible right here. And of course, you can see up in the middle in the back, that is where you'll put your rear observation camera by Furrion. And that way there, as you're driving down the road, you can see what is behind you. Now, the bumper back here can be used for storing your sewer hose if you wish to. Now on the side, what I like about what they do on the side is the fact they actually give you a light. I mean, I know none of you are going to get to the campground when it's dark, but just in case you do, look what they gave you. Gave you a light so you can actually see what you're looking at back here. It's a big deal. And of course, this is where I told you have your sewer dump here, so you can have both gray tanks coming out here. Also notice, there's where your low point drains are. Makes it very, very simple for you. Black tank is on this side, and your gray tank pull is over there. Now, up here, this is where you have the black tank rinse. That way there, after you dump the black tank, you're not having to put a hose down inside the toilet to rinse out your black tank. Just hook up something here, it'll rinse it out for you. Much nicer, much quicker. So on your door side, back in the back, underneath your awning, this is where you're going to have your outside kitchen. Now what you're having here, the door, notice it's a magnetic hold up there. Again, you're not having a piece of plastic. You don't have to use your head to hold it up and so forth. But this is where you're going to have your refrigerator. You're going to have a 110 outlet there, so if you can put some other type of cooking mechanism out here, coffee pot, whatever, you can set a table up and do that. And then of course, this is where your 2-burner cooktop is right here. Now I know that it doesn't have a sink. However, it does have a sprayer port. Using the same sprayer that you use for your outside shower, you connect it there, you could rinse things off back here as well. So that is the kitchen. So looking down the rest of your camping side, you're going to notice you have the nice big large awning. It goes considerably down the side here. You have the LED lights. You also have outside stereo speakers. Notice how this door, when you open this door up, it is a magnetic hold. And by the way, that is a friction hinge door. Notice I kind of swung it over there. It didn't make it the whole way, which is going to be nice on windy days. You're not going to find that thing flapping in the wind. You have your outside vent for the kitchen right here. And then, of course, you're going to notice you're going to have a door for the bedroom right there. And then 110 outlet. So if you want to put some awning lights out here or anything else, you may. Now this is where you could fill your freshwater tank if you're filling it manually. Instead of filling it from where your hose connection is, you can fill it here. Now because this is here, this is where your freshwater tank dump will be. It'll be right here. Notice it's the bigger pipe, which is going to empty that freshwater tank a lot quicker. The blue tube back there, that is going to be for your overflow. So when you see things coming out of there, then you know your fresh water tank is full. Now, I'm just going to give you a heads up. There is a chance that while you're towing down the road, that you can start getting water coming out of there and it will siphon your freshwater tank. So you may want to consider, after it's full, putting some type of a plug on that hose to prevent that. Now as you're coming in the door, you have another sensor light right here. So a motion sensor light. So you can set that. So whether you're coming in, it's dark, it'll come on, now you can see where you're going. And of course, nice big storage back behind here. And you have the coat hooks right there. And of course you can see the fire extinguisher. So you're able to hang the coats in, put your shoes away right as you come in the door. Now in the back of the coach here on the door side is going to be where your bunk beds are. You get the ladder to get up on the bunk. Also notice that you have two separate curtains for the bunks. Some of these manufacturers put one long curtain and you know what's going to happen then. You know, because kids always want something different than the other one. So having two separate curtains is a big help, and it'll save you a lot of headaches. Notice how the bottom bed folds up quite nicely, so you're able to put some things down there that are taller if you wanted to. And you can see how it just disconnects right here. You just pull down on here, and it'll pull on down, and now you have your bunk bed. You still have room to store things down below it. Now at both beds you're going to have, of course, a light. They can control their own light, and then there's a 12 volt USB on the back side of each of the lights there. So that is the bunks areas. So the bathroom, even though it's a corner bathroom, still a lot of room when you consider. I mean, look at all that floor space. Again, no heat duct on the floor, but it does have a heat duct in here. It's blowing across the floor. You see it right down there underneath the shower. And then, of course, you do have the air conditioning back here. You have this vent. And then, of course, you also have the storage back behind your toilet there. And it is a porcelain toilet, so it's not going to be a plastic one. Then, of course, you do have nice storage over there. In this particular one, you actually have a place where you can put your toilet paper holder, as well as a little hand towel holder. You got a little medicine cabinet right there. Nice storage. Notice how your outlet is right there. And then on the door, you're also going to see that you have your towel holder right there on the door. So that is the bathroom. So looking at the recliners, these are manual recliners. Now, I don't have them plugged in the back, so I can't operate the lights, but it does have a light. It's a blue light that lights up here. You have massage and heat. And then the blue light for each one of them will light up along the bottom there. Now these are Thomas Paine. You have a little bit of storage in the middle armrest. Nice little setup there. And the beauty of it is this. When you're sitting here, you're looking directly on to the TV. Now this TV can pull out and swivel. So that'll be kind of nice in case you want to swivel it towards the dinette. Of course, you have your AM, FM, CD stereo with the DVD player. Lots of storage in here. This will be a great pantry. And then on the opposite side, it does have a shelf in there, but in the event that you needed additional clothes hanging space, you've got a bar in there, and this does pull out for you. So that is the pantry area. Of course, for those of you that know Grand Design, you already know this, but if this is the first time you're watching, you're going to notice that it's missing something in the floor here, and that is the heat ducts. Because what they do is they blow the heat all the way across the coach. That way there it's giving you a better heating ability. Of course, it's being blown into the tanks down below as well, but you don't have that duct collecting dirt and debris, popcorn kernels, and so forth. Notice you also have a little toe kick underneath of your cabinets where you're going to be cooking and so forth. Not something that you see in all campers. Now, the big change on this one is the fact that you have the door, but then they've changed it away from the U-shaped dinette, and they're just giving you a regular dinette. Now, the benefit with the dinette, that can break down to a bed, but you also have the storage down below, which is huge. Of course, you can see you have your cutting board, and that's going to go over the sink for you. Notice your nice windows along there. So that is your slide out. Nice thing with the slide out when it's in, now you can't get to the bedroom, but you can get all the way down the kitchen to the kitchen sink from here. You can get to the bathroom, and if you need to get into the bedroom, you just come in the front door. Now looking at this Furrion oven and stovetop, nice thing is with this is, you know, it's a flush mount. It gives you additional counter space if needed. But then look at the light, so you can actually see what is cooking inside your oven. Makes it nice. And then this sparker right here, this will light the burners on your 3-burner cooktop, but it'll also light the burner for the oven. And of course, you're going to have your standard RV refrigerator here. This is the Dometic. Now, if you need to know how to operate that, check out my video. I'll link that down below for you. But I have how that operates. Notice you have nice storage down below there. And then you also have your pet bowls. So you don't have to carry those with you. You got a nice little place to store them. Now, in your counter space, you got really nice counter space. The other nice thing is with this, with your counter extension, even with that up, you see you have plenty of room to get into the bedroom. So it's not going to be in the way. It's a pocket door. Nice big pocket door. Notice how your outlets are down on the wall. GFI protected. And you have the nice glass doors on your cabinets above. Microwave. You're going to notice on these, and this is becoming pretty much standard, but the King Jack antenna, no more having to worry about, well, did I leave the antenna up? Whatever, but it's more of a high definition antenna. Then in the kitchen also, you're going to have this nice power vent fan. Now you could upgrade this to a fantastic fan if you wanted to, but the beauty of this particular fan is that you don't have to open a window when you're using it, so you're not going to be pulling cold air in here or warm air in. It's just going to go ahead and evacuate any fumes that you might have from cooking. Nice set of drawers here between the sink and your cooktop. Notice how it's a full extension drawer glide. Nice and deep drawer. Makes it easy for you to access the things in the back when you have a whole bunch of stuff in there. And then, of course, access up underneath here. Nice thing what they do also is with their coaches is they give you the normal operation walkthrough as well as the winterization. How to do that. That's all comes with their coaches. Now, as you're coming back here to the bedroom, you're going to notice that they have your thermostat here. And the benefit there for you is you have this one for this room, and then you're going to have you have the option of putting a second AC back here, which then will control the temperature in this room. Now, you don't have to pull one back here if you don't want to, because the front AC will go ahead and blow cold air back here. But if you'd like it nice and cold in your bedroom, highly recommend you get that second AC. So the nice thing with the Grand Design is the bed. The bed is an actual queen bed, so it's a residential queen, 60 by 80. So your sheets from home will fit on here. And then the other thing I love about it is the fact that when you lift up the bed, look at all that storage under there, and it makes it accessible. It lifts up high enough where you don't have to get on your knees to get in there. So on either side of the bed, you're going to have the 110 outlet with the USB ports here, and then on the opposite side, you're going to have just 110 outlets. Of course, you're going to have a place for you to put your TV. That would go right up here on the wall. You could set that on a swivel to make it easy for you to, if you want to pull it out for you. Of course, you have a smoke alarm in here. Storage on either side of the bed. Let me show you what that looks like. So you can see, so you can hang some clothes in here. You have a drawer down below. And then, of course, storage up above. And then, of course, as you saw before, you have that nice pocket door. And then, of course, your heat ducts coming in through here. So this room is going to get very nice and toasty when you're camping in the colder weather. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 Imagine. This is the 280 BH. Replace the 2800 BH. For more information on this particular camper or any others, please reach out to me. Contact information as well as the specs and pricing for this camper. If there is a particular product or even an RV that you'd like me to review for you, by all means, reach out to me. Let me see what I can do for you. I do appreciate you watching, and we'll be coming back at you again soon. Take care.